start streaming and start recording. As I say in the opposite way. Alrighty. Sorry if it's a little quiet right now. I'm just making sure everything is working. Also, hello for those who are tuning in right as I am in the beginning of all this. Shock horror, I know, me streaming at 7, which is funny because this has been a time I've wanted to stream, but never had the mental energy to do it, which is a weird thing to say. But I mean, hey, you know, shit happens. There we go. Stream manager open. Reason why is because the game, so back at it again, of course. More indie games, more pride, LGBTQIA+ themed games, or created by content creators who are that, which honestly I feel like a lot who are making games that are wrapped around LGBTQIA+ themes generally are. So, you know, small content creators, which is great. Also, whoever seen the Wholesome Direct, oh my god. My Steam wishlist library is probably the most games it's actually ever seen. Also, I will say at the end of the month, I will probably deviate from you know, well, no, I guess I could consider it a bit of a pride game. I mean, I see it as a bit of a pride game because all those girls are cute, but, anybody know of Doki Doki Literature Club? Girl right here has it on a wish list. I'm upset because I didn't get the, premium, but one day I will get premium. So yeah, I'll be playing that. That is definitely something I want to play. But anyway, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 indie games. So I know I said last time there was 6. Turns out I ended up getting for Trixie Glimmersmith, I ended up getting the good, how do I put it? I got the good ending plus a little extra, and also it might also be because I read slow, but you know, what of it. Anyway, so first game I'm going to be playing is Speed Dating for Ghosts. I saw this and I was like, I absolutely have to play it. I had to, come on. Also, the music, 10 out of 10. Love it. Which is also why I had to, you know, wait a bit, bring up Steam Manager, as well as just be like, okay, so here's some taco stuff. So let's get into the game. Oh, hello there. You must be here for speed dating. My name's Fran. I run this little operation. Almost low-key sounds like a drug deal, but that's fine. Nice to meet you, Fran. You're a nice one. We get all kinds of ghosts here. Nice ones, sad ones. Okay, mood, got that. A few spooky customers, assholes, got it. It gets lonely being a ghost. Understandable. Me before 2020, me after 2020. Yes, wonderful. Sweet, you're a sad sack of shit like me. Awesome. Then let's get started. We've got 3 rooms set up, each with their own super fun themes. You pick one and sit at a table. Ooh, I like that. Makes sense. Doesn't it though? Another ghost who also signed up sit across from you. You'll have a few minutes to get to know them. Then a bell rings and you switch seats. Sounds good. From somewhere. Oh, just like that. You know, you'll meet 3 ghosts over 2 rounds. And at the end, you'll get to choose your favorite. Ooh. If they like you too, you go on a date. How's all that sound? Can't wait. Neither can I. First things first, though. think that was a save icon. Choose your room. Room of palms, room of liars, and room of black. Oh shit. Kinda wanna go for the room of black. Ooh. Oh no, they're not different colored. Yeah, let's go for the room in black. The room in black isn't really a room at all. It's more of a garden courtyard. Oh, that sounds lovely. The sun beats down on you as you squint to see what's growing. Rows upon rows of yellow and brown plants, drying and rotting in the sun in case somebody needs to water them. What fruit these plants produced shriveled on the vine. Oh. But there's peace to this place. Is it abandoned? If it's abandoned, I'm okay with that. Crickets are chirping. And well beyond the garden, the train passes. You sit at a table opposite an empty chair. A bell rings and a ghost appears. Ooh. I'm kinda cute though. I'm a ghost. Ooh. Ooh. Wait. Isn't it great being dead? I'd say it's pretty neat. Being dead is the best way to live. I'm Dre. I'm like dead, obviously. Nice to meet you. Square. Hey, I'm cool. Sure you are. That's not your Pontiac in the parking lot. What's wrong with my car? It's a Moonfire. Are you trying to fool with that spoiler? Excuse you. Dads drive the worst cars. Like you die. And you instantly forget how to... Trey looks around. I mean, look at this place. Only ghosts would think a rotting garden is a good place to pick up. And yet you're here. Yeah. Ever tried dating ghosts in the wild? They all just contort and wail. And not in a good way. Oh. So what are you into? Boobies. Ah, shit. Andre snorts a little. No, but seriously, I've gone out with all kinds. Pretty girls in dresses who carry their own heads. A shadow who refused to let me look directly at him. Being dead is great. It's the other dead people that kill me. I'm still not used to it. When I was alive, I loved jokes about dying. Life sucked. Jerks everywhere. Never enough money. Fucking amen. The jerks got the money. I'd be all... The best way to die is now. Before death does me in. It should at least buy me dinner. Oh, jokes, you know? But now that I'm dead, it just feels right. Like maybe it was meant to be. Which I guess makes sense. Since we all die in junk. I don't think that went too well. I'll be honest. Antler Ghost rang that bell. Which means we change places. See you in a bit. Another ghost appears. Aw, you're adorable. Hello there. I'm Patty. You'll have to forgive me. I'm a little shy. It's just so nice to get out of home. See a new face. Aw. I like your face too. Oh, you're too kind. My looks aren't what they were. Guess when you get old, you look like it. Even after you go. I haunt the old folks' home, where I died. Queen Mary's. Oh, interesting. It's not a nice place to live, let alone die. Few nursing homes are. The nurses do their best, but they are short-staffed, yeah. The residents are frequently neglected. To make Queen Mary's a little better, that is my mission in death. Aw, that's sweet. How do you help? Any way I can. I keep watch on the vitals. Aw. Bring a nurse when needed. Tuck residents in that night. Oh, she's so sweet. In the final moments, I whisper in their ears. There is more, I say. Just you wait. That is so nice. I never thought death would be like this. As a ghost, we have power over the living, whether they know it or not. We have to use that power for good. She's such a sweetheart. I agree. Now that you're dead, what do you do with your time? I'm still figuring that out. It's strange being dead. There's a Bible verse I think about sometimes. It is better for you to enter the kingdom of God with one eye than to have two eyes and be thrown into hell, where the worms that eat them do not die. Oh no! Ma'am. Okay. I still have both my eyes. Your brain lost the processing bit when crawling on my keyboard. Okay. Wait, I see. But what I see isn't like hell. That's kind of over my head. I'm not sure I understand it either. But I'm grateful there is an afterlife after all. She's a little churchy, but I don't mind. Well, I guess that's our time. I suppose I'll see you again when I come back around. Thank you for the talk. Another ghost appears. Oh. Sup, my guy? You're not much of a talker. The ghost says nothing, only stares. I don't know if I stare or say hi. Hi. What is it you require? I'm a fucking lonely piece of shit. Why do you think I'm playing this game? Companionship. You will not retrieve companionship from me. I bring only pain. Like a memory that haunts. Like a curse. You're not the first one. Who are you? My name? I am unknowable. A shadow of a shadow. You can call me Gary. Hi, Gary. That is who I was. Or who I used to be. What happened to you? Nobody fucking said that this was a horror game. He breathes and deeply remembers something horrible. What's wrong? Oh. I feel the blade. Life is draining out, empty space, where there was once, now cobwebs. Bitch, what happened to you? A draft. Who killed you? I do not remember. Can you help me remember? I kind of want to help Gary remember. And before you have a chance to answer. Perhaps if you get to know Gary a little better, you can help him. Help him remember how he died. That's one way to spend an evening. I kind of want to. The second round begins. Everybody's so flippin' gloomy, Jesus. I keep thinking, who died? We could liven it up. Oh man. Like a prank? Or maybe we try to scare the other ghosts? Who haunts the haunters or something? It's a bit hard to spook. Yeah, you're probably right. That one ghost especially. The creepy one with the huge mouth or head. The creepy one? No. The old lady who looks like a snowball. Horrifying. How is she horrifying? I did see a finicky little ghost. They went into another room. If only they were here. Man, we should just go haunting. Freak out some flesh bags. Give them something to be afraid of. Maybe. Like you're gonna do better than me here? Or anywhere. Both ghosts are sad as hell. Or boring. Lots of boring ones too. Do you know a lot of ghosts? Mostly the ones I meet at punk shows. That's 'cause you never need a ticket. I mean, that's true. So why are you here? You want to meet ghosts? Who aren't like me. I'm sick of doing the same things. Then I actually remember I like doing those things. I really just want to share them with someone new. I know I probably sound pathetic. That's not too bad. You could be a little less of an asshole, but already? That was okay. Come find me after. We'll do something. What exactly do you have in mind? You'll see. Okay, maybe. Hello again. How's the speed dating going? Is everything you hoped it would be? There's some weirdos here. Weirdos? That's not very nice. Now is it? Even the living are a little weird. The dead, well, just look at me. I look like cotton balls. I suppose you're right. You're darn right I'm right. I've been around the bend. Lived longer than most of these other ghosts have been dead. I know a thing or two, even still. Dying has shown me there's a lot to learn. Always something new worth knowing. How do you look to the garden rotting around you? Do you like gardening? Never really got to do it, and I'm got some seeds that haven't grown, but I might start I love gardening. I never much cared for flowers. Okay, they're beautiful, but they sure don't last. Vegetables are where it at. I love the one that grows like the dickens. Squash, snap peas. She's after my own heart here. Absolutely. Spaghetti squash vines are thick and sharp. They will choke other plants if you're not careful. I like tomatoes. I actually do like tomatoes. I'm liking her vibe with the garden stuff though. They need water to survive, of course, but too much and they'll start to get sick. Now that we're ghosts, I know we don't need to eat. I still like to grow food. Help something live, you know? That's not too bad. The bell rings. Oop, there's the bell. I'm due at the nursing home tomorrow. I'd be honored if you joined me. Not exciting date as the other ghosts might offer, but it has its rewards. Someone dear to me is taking a turn for the worst. I'm afraid he only has a few days left. Aww. I want to make sure he knows they won't be his last. Let me think about it. I understand. I'll be Queen Mary's at 7. Hope to see you there. I want to hang out with all of them. Floats over the next table. She takes her time. It seems like she wishes she could stay and talk to you. Sup, Gary? How did you die? Let's focus on you. That is fair. I only recall slivers of my last moments alive. Emotions, work, a shadow along the wall. I know these memories are important. I do not know how they fit together. Tell me about work, a place. Wood that creaks, the musty smell of old books, the clack of counting machines, our office, our accounting practice. What do you mean by our? The shadow. It has a name. Oh, I can't remember its name. Gary's eyes looked so threatening when you first met him. Now they look sort of sad. Maybe we should go to your old office. I haven't been back. As much as there's something drawing me to that place, there's more pushing me away. I'll be by your side. Sentimental, and yet, knowing I will not do this alone, it helps. I still feel the blade, life draining out. Join me after the final bell. Together we will discover why. The bell rings. Gary left a strange transit map behind. Routes you've never seen. A certain stop is circled. Choose your date. See, I do like Dre, but he's kind of a dick. Hattie's cute. She's a little overtly religious for my taste, but I do like that she helps people. Gary, I'm actually really concerned on. I'm like, what happened to you? And let's fucking talk about it. Because, like, I know obviously it was. I don't want to spoil it, but why am I spoiling something I haven't played through? But I'm predicting that essentially it was his like the person he co-owned the business with, and the co-person like fucking murked him. But I kind of want to know more. I'm gonna go with Gary. I kind of want to know more. Like, bruh, let's do it. He arrived at the bus stop where Gary asked to meet. The last bus went by hours ago. Still, there are other ghosts waiting for something. One natters to herself like a squirrel. Another is on the ground, arms around his knees, rocking back and forth. What the fuck happened here? The third ghost has his back turned, staring silently into the darkness. It's Gary. He is wearing a bow tie. I wear a bow tie. You look nice. I wish to look respectable. Fair. One must look respectable when meeting one's end, even for the second time. Also, I thought you would like it. I love it. Gary smiles. Briefly. We are going to the place where I died. The office where I worked as an accountant. Under the tracks. Where the trains grind and the walls shake. The dead end of a crooked drive. How sad. At first, the noise made it difficult to work. The rumbling shook the numbers out of my head. We grew accustomed to it over time. Now I even miss it sometimes. A dim purple light washes over Gary's face. The dead of night bus has arrived. The bus is not sanctioned by any city. Its driver is a wisp, a fragrant of a broken spirit, trained to perform repetitive tasks. You and the other ghosts get on the bus. There is no fare. You've all paid the price. The office is just as I remember it. I sat in that corner. Accounting is not thrilling work, but it can be exceptionally busy. The papers on Gary's old desk are carefully stacked. It seems like he kept things orderly. My partner's desk, always a mess. Papers and rotting food cover every inch of the other's desk. Ew. Ew. Service. Beg your pardon. What about your service? Not my service. Service was my partner. Service Galecki. What was he like? I worked with a man for 16 years. At first, for a bank, we were miserable. So we struck out on our own. Gary sits at Service's desk. He turns on the desk lamp to get a better look at the papers. Was he a friend? He was a thief. Oh. A green and gold lamp collecting dust on Service's desk casts a long shadow. The shadow begins to move. It creeps along the wall until it hangs squarely over Gary. He was telling our clients they owed money they did not owe. He would pocket it for himself, a small amount so I would not notice. But even small numbers do not add up. Gary struggles to stand. He seems troubled by something. When I confronted him, there was a fight. Her gloves bleed. I found them, but I could not hide what I'd done. Instead, I called the police. Sitting quietly in the dark, I waited for them to arrive. When the officers knocked on the door, I was so scared they warned me. But I couldn't let go of the weapon, frozen in place right there in our office. What the fuck? They shot me where I stood. I died there, same as Service. At least you know. I am haunted by an act of vengeance, not the need for it. I'm sorry for bringing you here. I am sorry I'm not good. Don't be. You're right. Sorry is reserved for those who are not. I must carry this burden. I told for I act. I take comfort knowing service is out there, somewhere. Perhaps seeking his own vengeance. I suppose it is only the right I give it to him. Gary is gone. The office is darker now. On the wall you see a portrait, 2 smiling men, Service and Gary. The day they opened their firm. The office begins to shake as the first train of the day rolls overhead, but the picture stays fixed to the wall. What the frick? Oh, what the heck happened? Okay. Huh, that actually seemed a lot quicker than I thought. So, let me see how my thing is, because apparently my... Okay, no, we're doing good. Alright. Oh, that's... Spirit of Vengeance. Years Alive, 1961 to 2016. Gunshot wound to the death. Gary worked to the chest. Gary worked hard to live a noble life. He saw money as the root of most problems and his accounting practice as a way to help people live with a little less worry. While Gary kept few friends, those who knew him cherished his honesty and quiet humor. A college roommate once affectionately described him as a bran muffin pulled the butter. After discovering his business partner was stealing from clients, Gary accidentally killed him and was shot by police responding to the scene. Oh. I say we could probably go again. Go right in. Okay, cool. Let's do a Room of Liars this time. Watch, it'll probably be like people lying. The Room of Liars look a bit like a conference hall. The kind you might see in an airport hotel. There was a meeting of regional managers here yesterday, followed by some couple's 65th anniversary in the evening. They left a few balloons behind. Worn, plush stacking chairs are set on either side of the lacquered oak tables. In one corner, there was a wine glass and a metal pitcher of water, alongside a stainless steel urn for coffee. Ghosts don't need coffee. One particularly nervous ghost is holding a cup anyway. Some habits never die. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Oh, you poor little sweetie. A ghost. Honey, you are also a ghost. Oh God, sorry. Of course you're a ghost. We all are. I'm still not used to this whole being dead thing. No, I'm not used to it either. Nothing prepares you for this life, except this isn't life. Post-life? I feel so lost. When I used to have anxiety, honey, I'd focus on my breathing, listen to my heart beating. Now I can't breathe. I don't even have blood. Oh my God. What does that mean? Take it one step at a time. Steps, yeah, that's a good one. It took me forever to learn how to walk on solid ground. When I first woke up, after I died, I fell right through my coffin. Oh, honey. Through my own body, down, 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 into the bedrock. It was so dark. What did you do? I seized up. That stopped me from falling. It was like my whole body became corporeal, not flesh, just like, you know, if you concentrate, you can pick up objects, like that. Except I was the object, and the earth was holding me. It was so quiet there, stuck in solid rock. How did you get out? I pulled myself up. Anyway, away from the heat below. Sort of clawed my way to the surface. Through the earth, I felt the rock moving through me. Whoa! This poor scared little dude. Oh, that was just a bell. Phew. Thank you for listening. I guess we'll talk more in a bit. Hopefully the other ghosts are as nice as you. Oh, I feel you though, honey. I feel you. Another ghost appears. Well, look what we have here. You look like a plague doctor. The ghost voice creaks like ancient wood. The name's Spooky Peter. Never mind. He tips his hat. Don't say m'lady. Dust spills off the brim. How do you do? You seem ancient. My record of hauntings goes back long as the door. Since the Black Death took me in 65. Oh shit, you are a plague doctor. 1665. You've seen a lot then. History happened. Wars. Revolutions. Mostly I read about these things. Mostly I keep to my own. Spooking and scaring. I've gotten pretty good at it. Even been in books. Ooh. Not always by name, mind you. But you can tell when it's me. The top hat. The fear. All hot and sick. Nobody spooks him like Spooky Peter. You picked a weird name, Spooky Peter, but I admire your tenacity to be spooking since 1665. Try my best. Do you? Guess I see it. The potential, I mean. I can help with that. Teach me your spooky ways. Teach me your spooky ways. Now. Spooky Peter doesn't just teach anybody. A rock has potential. Before you throw it through a window, what makes you any better? I turn milk into... That's weird. I unplug stereos and blast music. I can pull my face off. Spooking like that may shock 'em, but there ain't no art to it. You go all the way, the living have nothing more to fear. And when they aren't spooked, what's the point? No. Spookiest spooking's the stuff that eats at you. Makes you doubt what you hear or see. Makes you wonder what could be under that bed. It's never as spooky as when you see what it is. So how's that for a lesson? Useful. Good. There's more where that came from. If a legendary spookin' is what you're after, then Spooky Peter's gonna take you under his wing, so to speak. You'll need a solid foundation. It's all about knowing your audience. Good spookin' is in the details. I love that little anxiety being, but like Spooky Peter. The bell. It means we move on. Guess I'll be seeing you when I come back around. A thick layer of dust now covers the table. Another ghost appears. Want to make some money? Wow. He seems a little fishy. Excuse me? Do you want to make some money? Dollar bills, cashola. You know the stuff? I understand what money is. Good. Then you understand why I want more. Do ghosts even need money? Technically, no. We don't buy things. But money buys something else now. Favors with breathers. Influence. Information. The living always want the money. The living buy plenty. The name's Leon, by the way. I rob banks, don't judge. Okay, so he died robbing a bank. You rob banks. Banks. Financial institutions, cash condos. You know the joints. I know what banks are. Good. You pass the test then. You meet my impossibly high requirements. Do you have requirements? A ghost who knows what a bank is. Who have you talked to that doesn't know what a bank is? Okay, maybe Spooky Peter, but... What? The problem with robbing banks, people see the robbers. But you can't see a ghost. We can walk right in and float the money right out. Genius, right? It's a perfect crime. I can't believe I'm humoring you. You know it'll be a good time. It'd be hilarious. We might get money out of it. And what are the consequences? Are the cops gonna arrest a ghost? No. No, they're not. I mean, there's no harm hearing you out. No harm at all. At the very least, I'll break up all the gloom in this room. Looks around at the other ghosts. Yeesh. He's like, oh shit. The bell rings. Nuts. Time to switch seats. Don't worry. I'll be back. Ooh, we got more to talk about. Second round begins. Oh, I scared baby. The other ghosts. Holy, they were awful. Leon's just crazy. And Spooky Peter. The name is earned. Oh. Oh. Ooh. Also, I think I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Kyo. Aw. It's okay. No need to be sorry. No need, sure. I'm still sorry though. My anxiety gets the best of me. And social situations are tough. This one especially. Spooky Peter's been around. I think he's actually just dust. My rule, never trust anyone who wears a hat. The stuff he said to me, the hairs behind your neck know me. Yeah, that's a little fucking creepy. Best to hide in the corner of their eye. He's what I was afraid of as a kid. He probably met you. You say he's been in books. I believe it. The man's almost theatrical. It reminds me of a character actor, playing the devil on the stage. I totally see it. I'm not a confident person, but I'm rarely wrong. You should stay away from him. Your speed dates are going well then. At best, dating ghosts is frustrating. Everyone asks the same things. How did you die? What was your life like? If we were alive, the questions would be like, what kind of food do you like? What's your favorite movie? Dying doesn't make people more interesting. It's Video Rome, by the way. My favorite movie, I mean, aw. What was your life like? Oh, please. Not you two. I'll give you the short version. I was in film studies. I was working my way to a PhD. You can get a PhD in film. In debt. I was, always pretty sad. Had a good friend, though. I was always studying. One week they convinced me not to study. They said we should go to the lake instead. Oh, I couldn't swim. I never learned. You see where this is going. I drowned. Everything went black and quiet. I woke up dead in a fancy wooden box under 6 feet of dirt. That's when I fell deeper. Like I told you before, I hate thinking about it. Why do I always dwell on the bad stuff? What's your favorite food? Seriously? You're asking me my favorite food? Coffee's a food, right? It's coffee. We should go for coffee. At a coffee shop? No thanks. You can't drink coffee anymore. I hate being around the living. Somehow make me sadder. Aww. We could always go to an art gallery. Half the art is super sad, and all of it's better than anything I could do. Which reminds me that I wasted my life. So I'm saying no to art. Tell you what, I'll come up with something. Something a little different, hopefully. That sounds good. Yay. I can't wait to do something with you. That isn't talking about myself. Sorry. Honestly, I get it. Eventually, maybe you'll open up. But it just sounds like it was a harrowing experience, and oh god. I understand. See you after we're done. I like them. They're adorable. I also like Spooky Peter. My spooky protege returns. What knowledge do you seek, protege? I want to know it all. In time. A truly spooky ghost requires one thing above all else. Patience. I thought you were going to say a hat. What spooks Spooky Peter? Not much. Though I will say, I ain't so fond of beasts. What kind of beasts? They domesticate. Hounds. Felines. Scared of cats? Spooky folk like me rely on a certain covertness. I can't just be all clanging about, announcing myself. That's not so spooky. Cats, they can sense Spooky Peter. They know I'm there. If I hide in the closet, they'll scritch and scratch at the door, start yowling, even run around in the dark to wake the owners, I wager. It's trouble, let me tell you. A real impediment. Spooky Peter wheezes. Something's rattling around in there. You good? Pay the rattle no mind. I died with it. It stays with me. Have you ever been to the mirror world? What's that? The place beyond this. But the same as this. You've seen it. But always looking in. Weird. Bell rings. If you fancy another lesson, come on by that edge of things. I'll show you around the other side. I'd like that. Maybe you think you'd like it. Seeing it's another thing entirely. Some things even spooky are even spookier than Spooky Peter. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Jesus, this guy. You'll come in with me while I get a third ghost to watch the door. Do you know which bank yet? Absolutely. The secluded branch on 4th. Boarded tellers, lots of older customers. It's a great place to hit. How'd you find it? A friend put me on it. He's trustworthy, don't worry about it. You pulls out some graphing paper. I drew the layout in pencil. It probably didn't need so much detail. Since we're going in the front door, I just figured it's best to prepare. Wait, does this mean you're interested? Tell me more about you first. Alright, fine. I'll give you my life story. Abridged version. It'll probably help maintain our cover anyway. We don't need a cover, we're dead. Fran walks by, it seems like she's eavesdropping. She knows what's up. The trouble with me is, you died trying to rob this bank. It's hard not to talk about stealing. I stole candy when I was 9. I switched to stealing beer at 14. Stole my first car a year later. Jesus Christ. Hit up convenience stores, drive-ins, even held up a laundromat once. What the fuck? I threw out my back, carrying all those quarters. Why'd you steal? More like, why do I steal? Made more sense than other work. Getting robbed by the man, legally, you know? That's fair. Now I steal because I can turn invisible. Used to dream of power like that. It would have kept me out of a lot of jail. I robbed 5 banks all when I was alive. Spent the rest of my life behind bars. How'd you die? Prison's a hard place, especially when no one trusts you. If there's anything I learned from my dishonest life, it's honesty. The bell rings. It's our time. You've heard my pitch. Gotten to know me. A little more than I like. So what do you say? They turn you down. Fair enough. You know the plan. You know me. When you change your mind, I'll be at this branch. At this time. Okay. It's been a slice. I kind of want to go with Kyo. They just seem like a sweetheart. And I get why they don't want to see anything, so I mean, you know, let's go. You meet Kyo the next day, waiting on the street as you approach, looking nervous. Aww. I'm nervous. Are you nervous? Definitely. What? Said I'm nervous too. Hold on a second. Let me take off these headphones. That's better. So, what were you saying? I'm nervous too. If you're nervous, Maybe I'm right to be nervous too. Oh. Aww. You ready to go? Sure am. In the middle of nowhere? No, literally. I know because we're ghosts. The middle of nowhere could mean something weird. Just come with me. Aw. Kyo takes you to the woods, deep into the trees, far from the paved roads. Did you know I make greeting cards for ghosts to give to other ghosts? Happy anniversary on your tragic end. I'm happy for your loss. That sort of thing. Aw. It's just a hobby. Aw, that's cute though. We stop at a particularly barren patch of prairie land. Everything is frozen over. The few cluster of trees are stripped of their leaves. The branches look like bony hands. Squat birds huddle together for warmth near the frozen lake, while a dry, biting wind blows through. Isn't it great out here? I come here to think. I watch the birds. I listen to music. There aren't many souls here, just the birds and the wind. I see why you like it. I can be myself here. No one bothers me. I don't need happy things to remind me that I'm not happy. I need sad things to remind me that it's okay to be sad sometimes. I get that. That's a nice way to put it. It's exhausting to worry like I do, but I'd rather embrace my sadness than just ignore it. It's true. Sadness is a real thing. As real as we are, anyway. So I embrace it. Kyo looks out onto the frozen lake. Come with me. I want to show you something. Kyo leads you away from the lake and towards the pocketed trees. Hidden amongst the poplars and pines is an old house. The wood is gray and brittle, the roof collapsed long ago. The house is a tiny thing. When it was standing, it had just a single room. Inside, the floors are rotten through and covered in layers of bird droppings. In one corner, a wood-bearing stone is rusted through. There's not much else. An entire family lived here. Kids were born here. People died here. And then it was abandoned, left to fall apart, lost among the trees. Now it's my home. That is amazing! Love what you've done with it. I would never change a thing. It's perfect. Kyo leads you back out into the cold, back to the edge of the frozen lake. This is as far as I will ever go now. And you know what? That's fine. I like him. I like him. Everything's fine. I like them. They were cute as hell. Okay, let's see the graveyard. Cute. Spirit of Anxiety. Aw. 1985 to 2014. Oh. Cause of death, drowning. As far back as Kyo can remember, they were afraid. Ghosts, water, living an irrelevant life. Then they drowned at the age of 29, a year before completing a PhD that put them thousands of debt with no promise of even sensational work after graduation. Now they're ghosts facing eternity of time and no idea what to do with it. Meeting the other ghosts is helping though. Since speed dating, Kyo has even taken up a new hobby, learning to swim. A little late on that, but I would definitely want to try the other room, and then I want to go back because I want to do Spooky Peter. Hello again. Good to see you. Just put your name down. Go right in. Excellent. Room of Palms. A room of palms. It looks like the basement of an old church. Faded linoleum floors, bare walls with the odd religious print framed in peach-colored wood. On one side, a large open kitchen. Old refrigerators donated by the congregation hum and drip. This must be where the cabbage smell is coming from. Rows of long tables are set up next for the next spaghetti supper. Words. They work well enough for today's speed dating. Good way of doing it, I suppose. The bell rings and a ghost appears. So, I wonder how he died. I'm Riley. You're pretty hot for a ghost. Thanks. No problem, no problem. Isn't it cool we stay at the age we died? Makes dying young a little better. How did you die? Oh wow, so long story. I was a wide receiver in high school. Got real good. Then when it came time for college, bam, full scholarship. But football's rough. When you catch passes like I did, you take a lot of blows. After a while, I started getting headaches. I'd get standing up, but I kept on playing. Had to. I mean, these were my best years until one day, intercranial hematoma. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, now I'm here. That's, if I remember, I think that's the actual name for it too. That's actually a serious problem with football players. So, goddamn. Anyway. Now we get to meet. So it's not bad at all. Haha. I try not to let how I died define me. So many ghosts have sad stories. I want to make the best of this. Have some fun. Be the best Riley I can be. It's just hard to figure out what that means. I wish ghosts don't care so much about labels. It's just like when we were alive. Everyone's always telling me who I was, without bothering to learn who I am. So who are you? I'm still figuring that out. Without my division high receiving yards and all the cheering in the stands, who is Riley? Someone with a heart. That's what Coach would always tell me. You've got a heart, Riley. Hold on to that, kid. Maybe he was onto something. Ow. He'd be I don't know, cool dude to hang out with, Oh snap. Half time. Oh my god. I guess we call time out. Let's keep this going for a second. Ah! Another ghost appears. I don't like you. Hello, sunshine. Oh. It's a long day. Smoke rises up through their hollow frame, pumping out holes in their back. They let you smoke in here? I didn't ask. Won't make much difference now. My name's Vera. That or the lady in smoke. That's what the ghost hunters call me. Okay. Ghost hunters. Living weirdos. Trying to prove we exist. Hunter sounds dramatic. Gives them too much credit. For years now, I've haunted Vegas. The glitzier condominiums on the strip. Obnoxious houses behind gates. I wake up. Rich fools at night, shrouded in gray smoke. Jangling pennies, wailing, pay the price, junk like that. That's actually pretty cool. Thanks, son. Spent a lot of time working on it, like when they choke on the smoke, choke themselves awake, then they see me, floating at the foot of their bed, looking ready for a funeral. That's not a bad gig. Don't like that you smoke, but I don't disagree. Actually, no. Word of better. I approve of your afterlife choices. It works, except when the smoke alarms go off. Then it's not as scary. Did you die in Vegas? I was an executive assistant to this big shot casino owner. Oof, that was way back in the boom. Everyone moved in post-war. By the early 50s, it was a wonderland. My boss was a real piece of work. You mean a real piece of shit, but I understand. Balding, bad suits, ew. Always eating peanuts, ew. Tossing back rye. He was obsessed with money. Got it any way he could. And never let it go. No one liked him, but plenty feared him. It was my job to keep his sins quiet. Anyway, that's me. What brings you to this thing? Can we talk more about you? Of course. There's a lot to cover. Where to even start? I'm actually now interested in this person. Shit. Guess that's a bell. I'll pick up later. See ya. And who's the third one? Another ghost appears. What the fuck are you? Hey. Whoa. What's wrong? Do I have a booger or something? Dang it, Steph. You gotta check these things. Seriously? Do I have a booger? It's nothing, never mind. Okay, good. Because I'm pretty nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I spent like an hour putting my face on this morning. I can tell. What brings you speed dating? I've been single for a while. At first it was great. I did what I wanted to do. Taught myself some Japanese. Played my clarinet every day without fail. Allowed myself time to get to know the real me. After a while, the silence gets to you. My cat only says so much. Tell me about your cat. Clarence. After the angel. But he's more of a demon, especially around food. You know how most cats have this pleasant meow? Almost a mew? Clarence wails and whines, like raspy, like he's dying. Or dead. You probably think I'm weird. We're all a little weird. I suppose it beats being normal. What exactly is normal? That's a thing for another day. There's nothing worse than meeting someone and running out of things to say. Oh, true. It's fucking awful. After like 10 minutes. That's why I'm here. There's no time to get bored. If you do, it's almost impressive. Tell me about learning Japanese, because I'm a big fucking weeb. I thought I'd pick it up easily. Since it's so far removed from English, there's such an art to drawing the characters. There are so many. First you learn hiragana, those are the basic characters for sound, then katakana, for words taken from other languages. By the time I learned all those, I thought I was getting pretty good. Then came kanji. Oh. There are thousands of kanji characters. It's overwhelming. You can always visit Japan. I'd love to. It would help to be immersed like that. Just find it hard to find the money. You could speak on a plate. That's pretty much impossible. How would I get through security? And they have assigned seats. It's easy when you're a ghost. If only. Sometimes I wish I was a ghost, like, not dead. That would be terrible. But a ghost? But you are a ghost, huh? We're dead, Steph. Wait, what? What do you mean? Someone did not get the memo. No, wait. The phone can't be ringing yet. I don't understand. We're dead? Did I die? Am I a ghost? You come walking up to me like a giant fucking island of some shit. Whatever. Hi, Riley. What's up? I'm Riley again. Haha. So, like, what should we talk about now? Sports, obviously. So, like, this may surprise you, but people always ask about the football in my head. I consider it a badge of honor, but also a reminder you can push yourself too hard and lose everything you worked for. 5 too many hits to the head. Whammo. Sports ghosts at your service. Here to tell you that all goals have limits. That's good advice, right? I like using sports to make sense of stuff. Works super good. Need to fix something? Draw up a play. You won't get anywhere without a plan. And what do sports say about death? Death is like an early retirement. You have your legacy, you have your accomplishments, right on the paper and in people's memories. You're no longer playing the game, but hopefully you changed it. And you can still do plenty of good, just from the sidelines. How do you do good? You'll see. A little cryptic, but okay. The bell rings. So, like what I was thinking, Might be fun to see a game together. My old team's playing our state's rivals. It's been a while since I've checked in on them. Not my thing. Bummer. But hey, I understand. I think maybe we count this as a loss. There's always next time, though. I know I rejected him a little quick, but sports aren't my thing. Although I'm a little curious about this motherfucker. Hello again, sunshine. Good to see you're back around. Cough. We already talked a bit about how I lived the Vegas life. My crooked casino boss, I'd like to tell you about how I died. I'm honestly curious. It's speed dating. Might as well lay my cards out. One day in 1954, oh shit, my casino rang me up. A voice, the boss's son, said they were out of clean shirts. It was maybe 6 a.m. The sun wasn't up yet. I dropped my girl off at the sitter. Oh, he had a kid. And rushed over to the casino. Why did you go? By this point, he had me trapped. I knew all his secrets and he knew mine. If I left, who knows what he'd do. I didn't mind dying, but I had a kid to think about. The casino front doors were locked. The doors were never locked. Security let me in and led me to the blackjack tables where my boss was waiting, dead on the floor, blood soaking into the burgundy carpet. Where was his son? Standing next to his pops. He smiled when he saw me. You'll make this go away, he said. I nodded. Two guys, bigger than horses, stepped up behind me. They loaded my dead boss into a trunk of a black car. One of them drove. The other made sure to sit with me in the back seat. Did you know these men? No. All their tufts look the same. I swear they worked a year and then got put down, like my boss had been put down. I kept thinking about where this put me when we got to the desert. Would they bury me too? But they didn't. I watched as my boss, friend to the mayor, a builder, a legend, got what he deserved, a hole in the sand. You confront the sun. Not a chance. By the time we got back to the strip, the casino was open, busy as ever, and the sun was out, making funeral arrangements. A heart attack. That's what they called it. Sudden, unexpected, tragic. Horse crap. And how did you die? I went home alone, locked all the doors and windows, turned off all the lights, and waited. Nothing happened. Until they nodded off. I woke up to intense heat, took a deep breath, and sucked in hot black smoke. My lungs felt like they were really burning. I couldn't see. They burned my home down after making sure I was inside. And what about your kid? I made sure she was taken care of. Had a bunch of money stashed away. My brother in Toulouse took her in. For a long time, I couldn't bear to see her. And by the time I was ready, I couldn't find her. I can't even tell you if she's still alive. Oh shit! Sorry, this got so grim. After this is over, maybe we can grab a drink. And try not to let the past haunt us. Even just for an hour. Oh shit, so he actually didn't die smoking. He just got fucking burnt to life. Alright, here's the existential drop. Oh, so wait. We're actually totally 100% dead. Yes, you are dead. Yes. As in afterlife? The afterlife? If you can call it that. I still feel alive, just like disassociated. Like the world is going on without me. It's a familiar feeling. I felt it a lot when I was alive too. What was your life like? It was difficult. Except not really. Mostly life was pretty good. Good parents? Good parents, for sure. There was really only one thing wrong with them. They were cooler than me. When I was born, they were in their early 20s. They were into all this weird music, artsy movies about ballet school witches. Hello? And fantastic planets that were just creepy. My dad even smoked alternative cigarettes. Alright. Meanwhile, I was that dork with the puzzles, learning languages for fun. My parents were excited when I joined band. They thought it would help me make friends. Mostly, I just like to practice alone in my room. Didn't you get lonely? Everyone asks loners that. Some people like to be alone. It's easier to keep a handle on things. I mean, true. Especially when things start to go wrong. And holy, did things go wrong in my life. What happened to you? This is hard to talk about. I had cancer. Oh shit. A brain tumor. It was bad. Diagnosed a week after my 19th birthday. Holy shit. Started getting headaches and feeling confused about things. Things would just look wrong, out of place. It's hard to describe. How long did they give you? They gave me a few months. With treatment that turned into a year. They said it was aggressive, so they had to be aggressive. Eventually the symptoms subsided, and they seemed like they zapped it. Told me I was progression free, whatever that means. I was allowed to go back to school, but I didn't. I retreated to my room after so much time facing death. I had a lot of trouble facing people. Funny, huh? Now I'm facing death and people. That's the bell. I guess that's back out into the world now. I have a lot to figure out. It was nice to meet you. Thanks for helping me talk this out. Steph leaves the room. If you hurry, you could catch up to her. So see if she'd like to talk some more. Then again, a date with a ghost like Steph might not be the most exciting. She's no football hunk, nor is she the infamous lady in smoke. Oh, I kind of want to continue talking to the lady in smoke because she's like... Shit. I'm a history nerd, and I know Vera was definitely up to some shit, and I'm kind of like, I want to talk to her more about that. I'm like, what shit did you get into? Obviously, the asshole you worked for was like probably part of the mob. You meet Vera outside. She's smoking in the dark. Took you long enough. Not really, though. I'm just kidding around. So, what do you want to do? The worlds are... Vera stops talking. She seems distracted all of a sudden. You hear that? I didn't hear anything. I heard a voice. There it is again. A voice. Did you hear it this time? Are you okay? I'm honestly not sure. I'm hearing a second voice. This one sounds familiar. Like the way I'd sound if someone recorded me. Me, but not me. Where is the voices coming from? The voices are in my head, but also far away. The voice is calling out to me. It's saying, Vera, are you there? We are trying to reach Vera. Dead on the 5th, November 1954. And then the other voice, the one that sounds familiar, it says, where are you, Mom? No. My daughter? I'm sorry. I have to go. I have to find her. Oh shit. Can I come with you? Yeah. I think you'd better... I'm not sure what I'm hearing. It sounds like my daughter, but, well, you know what I've done. It might be nice to have some backup. You follow Vera to the source of the voices in her head. A small bungalow on a quiet street on the other side of town. There's a square hedge around the front yard. And a neon sign in the window. Psychic readings. Oh. Know the future. Know yourself. Let's go inside. Inside, the house is dark, except for a dim room towards the back lit by trembling candles. Two people are seated at the table facing each other. One is a young woman dressed in black with multiple piercings. She appears to be a psychic and playing the part with witchy flair. The second woman sits across from her. This woman is in her 70s, wearing wire-framed glasses and a long black dress. She looks like a retired librarian. Oh shit! That's my daughter. Is this a seance? They're reaching out to you. What do I do with this? I feel a presence. Vera's daughter's eyes open. Mom, are you there? Oh shit. Your mother is here. She may not be able to speak, but she is listening. Mom? I sense two presences. Two? Yes. One is unknown to me. The psychic breathes in deeply. You may now ask your mother a question. Perhaps she will respond. Mom? It's Jane. I need to know what happened. How you really died. The police, the papers, they all said it was an accident. But I found your letters, Mom. What did they do to you? I can't tell her what happened. It's too hard. Can you say something? I need her to know. I'm out there. I'm just not sure I can do it. I'll tell her, Ashley. The psychic repeats what you say, word for word. The letters were all true, every word. I'm sorry I left you. I did so you could live. Jane begins to cry. You didn't leave me. They took you from me. I was only a little girl. I'm so sorry, Mom. I miss you so much. I miss you too. Oh shit, that's too cute. Oh, that is so sweet. What the fuck? There's Vera. Spirit of Despair was years alive, 1891 to 1954. Holy shit. House fire. Better known as the Lady in Smoke, Vera is a bit of a celebrity in the ghost world. She lived a fairly long and eventful life as a secretary and then a personal assistant of an infamous Vegas casino owner in the early years of the Strip. The elite gig put the best drinks in Vera's hands, but she put her out as she found herself at the whims of a childish, over-rich men who demanded everything from her and had no qualms making life miserable for good people. She died in a house fire under suspicious circumstances, taking a multitude of secrets with her, and has since haunted the hotels and mansions of wealthy men, bringing folly to anyone who misuses their power. Honestly, queen. Like, absolute queen. This game is kind of like short. Like each date is kind of short. So I kind of just want to go through and be like, alright, let's see, let's see who else we can talk to. I definitely want to talk to Spooky Pete. I believe he was in this one. Spooky Pete seemed fucking amazing. Okay, space makes me skip. Spooky Pete. Hell yeah. You arrive for your date with Spooky Pete. A hall of mirrors at roadside carnival. A clown's face, all smiles and menace, watches over the entrance. Welcome to my home. Inside are twisted corridors lined with mirrors. With only a slight reflection, it is especially disorienting to navigate these halls. Spooky Peter leads you to a specific mirror taller than the others. The mirror's face is concave as to pull in everything around it. We are going into this mirror. Follow him. Why not? I'm dead. Doesn't matter. Together, you step into the mirror. Welcome to the Mirror World, or as it's known here, fair. That's Mirror World spelled backwards. Do you see the eerie green? This is what happens when an image reflects itself. It takes it on an eerie green. The more times a reflection is reflected, the greener it becomes, just like this. That's pretty green. Thank you. Do not be afraid. Nothing here can hurt you. In the mirror world, the physical laws are upended. Am I really here? Or am I over there? Or am I here? Perhaps it is all of the above. Ah, shit, one of these questions. Or even nowhere at all. Heh. That's amazing. I thought you might be impressed. I even practiced these skills for ages, centuries. Not easy being Now come with me. The spooking hour approaches. That's 3 a.m. in case you're wondering. Where are we going? We're headed to a brownstone. A walk-up I know quite well. The second floor apartment in a house going on 100 years. Oh shit! A student of the arts named Paul has moved in. He heard the rumors the house is haunted, they said. He ignored them. The cost was worth the fear. I mean, I don't blame him, though. Together, you and Spooky Peter fly through the void, passing countless mirrors in reverse, each peering into the life still being lived. Each mirror in the living world is actually a door. Staring into one long enough in the dark, or saying the spirit's name 3 times, that's like knocking. A short trip through the oblivion, you arrive at a particularly decorative mirror. A splendid haunt. Spooky Peter leads you through the mirror into a long hall lined with bricks on one side. There are still boxes in the hall. The mirror you step through is propped up against the wall. At the far end of the massive kitchen with the original marble tile that does well to hide its age. Paul is sleeping. Let's get to spooking. Spooky Peter leads you through the closed bedroom door, where the man in his 20s is sound asleep on a mattress. He's snoring loudly. Spooky Peter floats to one shadowy corner by the open window and motions for you to do the same. The curtain flaps over Peter's shadowy visage. He stands silently, hat bent slightly forward. He's just standing there. Should we shake the bed? Patience, protege. The aim is to be a presence, not a threat. Spooky Peter stands motionlessly for several minutes. Wait, no. 40 minutes. Holy shit. 40 minutes and doing nothing but standing there. Finally, he moves away from the corner. Watch, protege, as I tighten the knot. Spooky Peter sinks into the hardwood. The old wood lets out a loud creak, creak, creak. As steady as a pulse. Paul is still snoring. Peter moves into the ceiling and starts to scratch. Scratch, good scratch. Like raspy breaths. Paul is still snoring. Peter is starting to look annoyed. He floats over to Paul and peeks in his ear. Some sort of orange foam. It obstructs his ear canal, preventing him from hearing us. Again, I'm thwarted by progress of man. Pointless. This is plenty. If you spook them right, they won't even know it. They'll just feel it vaguely. Make them look behind them, run up the basement stairs. Anything would be more vulgar, anything more would be irresponsible. You still have much to learn. Another day, perhaps. Spooky Peter leads you back to the hallway mirror, back through the weird mirror world of his. A fractal realm on a dull side of the train. What he said. Eventually, you reach the mirror that leads back to where you came in. Well, this is me. Thank you for your company. That was fun. I'm pleased. Before you turn to the physical world, I should warn you. Time behaves differently in the mirror world. What may have felt like hours was, in fact, years. A decade has passed since we began this date. I speak in jest. I was gonna be like, what? It has been the length of a talkie. The look of fear on your face. Spooky Peter spooked you good. He tips his hat to say goodbye. More durst falls off the brim. I guess I'll be seeing you. The breeze picks up, and the rest of him blows away. Okay. I was sorry about this one. Is alright. I thought it was going to be more like about his spooky shit. Oh. Huh. Uh, 1631 to 1665. He would be about 34. Spooky Peter isn't his real name. It's one he was given by an author of famous, totally true ghost stories. Having been dead some 4 centuries now, Spooky Peter is the oldest ghost at this speed dating by a mile. In life, he worked as a doctor, notably treating victims during the last significant outbreaks of the plague in London. The disease would ultimately claim him. See, I would like to know more about that. Vera's was fun. Kyo's was cute. Gary's was actually interesting. Sure, more. I guess we could see how, go back to the liar's room, or the room of liars, and just talk to the dude who wanted us to rob a bank with him. Kind of neat. I do kind of like how this game is short, so I can kind of do like most of the rooms and still have, enough time to do other stuff. I guess it's time to rob a bank. Leon said he'd meet me in the front of Mortal Trust on 4th. Like the name suggests, it's a bank for the living. Once they notice they've been robbed, they shouldn't suspect the dead, hopefully. I'm getting nervous, not gonna lie. The others are supposed to be here. Maybe they're just late. I sure hope so. Without them, we're down a lookout. And our guy on the inside. What's my role? You'll be coming in with me. With the score in there, it'll take more than one ghost. I need your hands full and your mouth shut. Oh god. Here comes Carl. Oh good, I should say. Hey, this is Carl's bed. Our token breather, no offense. None taken. I'm just happy you ghosts want to hang out. This is an old friend of his. So how's it going? You're alive? Yes. And you can see us, of course. I've been seeing ghosts all my life. That's an intro. No one believes me. I'm pretty jealous of you ghosties. No responsibilities. Just floating around. Not a care in the world. It's pretty sweet. Sigh. Someday. One day I will be dead. Carl's the man on the inside. I'm a teller at this bank. Oh shit. I know the combo to the safe and where the cameras are pointed. Why rob your own bank? I hate them. They need to pay. Fair enough. Are they shady? Actually, they're pretty responsible. They sponsor charities. Really give back to the community, you know? They even give us time off to volunteer. So I robbed them. They wouldn't give me a loan for my vape store. Jerks. Okay. So I'm gonna take the money. Live my dream. My vape dream. You say it's gonna go up in smoke? Satan's in suits. No offense. None taken. And speak of the devil. Oh! Spooky Pete, what are you doing here? Spooky Peter! In the flesh, so to speak. We met in the room of liars. Same as you. When I told him I robbed banks, he immediately said he was in. Before he even heard the plan. I was looking to get my beak wet, so to speak. Fair enough. So here's what we're doing. Spooky Peter will hide out by the door. Watch for trouble. Should be smooth sailing. They closed 6 hours ago, and there's no security tonight. I saw that too. So what happened to Winston? Who? The security guard. He's taking some time off. Oh, good. Winston worked so hard, he could use a break. That's what he got, a break. Oh no. Let's get this train rolling. Follow me. Carl pulls out some keys and unlocks the front door. Though alive, he's already proving useful. Inside, the bank is dimly lit. It's eerily quiet at night, like most places busy in the daytime. Spooky Peter disappears into shadows by the door. Carl and Leon make a beeline for the back. Carl hops over the counter like he's in some ice flick. Leon floats right through. You catch up to them around the corner by a heavy-looking door. This is the vault. Can't we just go through it? Of course we can. But the money in there can't. If we want to get anything out of there, we still need to open the door. And that's where I come in. Let's do this. Carl gets to work on the door. I think the code was... No. Uh-oh. You gotta be kidding me, Carl. I am actually... I know the code, like the back of my car, which is where I sleep. Not because Sherry kicked me out anyway. Oh my god. Carl, you okay? Before I punch you in, you gotta promise me something. You promise you won't take all the cash. And then leave me here. Or pull any other ghost tricks. Carl, buddy, pal. You know what they say about honor and thieves. Oh no. I don't actually. Then we're good. Just open the door already. Oh shit. Carl opens the vault door. Inside is a wall of safety deposit box, each individually locked, and that's it. That's it? Where's the money? I expected like a pile of it. It doesn't work like that. I really should have cased this place myself, sigh. Grab a key, open a box. 13C. Inside are some official-looking players, lawyered documents. Ooh. An ornate vanity mirror set in 14-karat gold. It looks old and needs a good polish, but it's still beautiful. On the back, an inscription is etched in gold. Here's looking at you, Millie. Love, H. Time to be moving. I spy a patrol outside. Think they saw some movement here. Police siren sounds off. Warning, maybe. That's our cue. Give Spooky... Why, that's a mighty fine gift. Could come in handy. Watching the law eat our dust. Hey, you never know. We better scramble. Everyone makes it out safe thanks to Spooky Peter's keen eye. Leon instructs the crew to lie low for a bit. Really? Only Carl needs to worry. Good job in there. Things might have gone differently if you let Carl fiddle with the cameras. It wasn't the greatest haul. But hey, how many ghosts could say they robbed a bank? True. Not very... It's the weirdest plotline I've seen. Okay. Let's see the graveyard. Hey, Leon. Alive from 1933 to 1967. Cause of death, snitching. Oh, he's spirit of greed. Even as a child, Leon was an opportunist. While other kids were playing ball, he'd steal from their bags. His teens and 20s were mostly spent on the road, seeking out scores and grifting. Leon eventually found his calling robbing banks. He and his crew pulled off 4 successful heists before they were caught. During the resulting trial, Leon ruled on his fellow robbers to reduce the sentence. He survived the first stabbing in prison, but wasn't lucky the second time around. I'm not surprised. So what was he? Oh, malice. Okay. Menu. So I think that was all of the middle one. Again, so I see you. Oh, your name down, and you can go right in. Awesome. Let's see the other ones back here. Because I know there was the little lady, and then the punk dude. I kind of want to talk to Hattie. She seemed like a sweetheart. You arrive at the Queen Mary's to meet Hattie for your date at 7:04 a.m. You're a little late. Looking around, this could be any nursing home. Yellowed walls, stained drop ceilings. Supply carts line the corridors alongside old, empty IV stands. The sun's not quite up, but the residents sure are. Walking the halls to get a bit of exercise, chatting over weak decaf in the dining room next to reception. You came. Welcome to Queen Mary's, my home. What do you think? It's nice. Isn't it though? I just love it here. These are my people. Behind Hattie, an old woman hangs up a lobby phone. The woman begins to cry. Her son. Probably making more excuses not to visit. Do I have to sign in? Nope. You're a ghost. No one will see you. Unless you want them to. Just come with me. There's someone I want you to meet. Hattie floats down the left corridor. All these corridors look the same, but she knows exactly where she's going. You pass a number of open doors, glancing inside. Some residents watch TV from their beds. Others just stare out their windows or at the walls. Most rooms are bare, a few are decorated. There are tall plants, fine wood furniture. In one room, you spot an old record collection. Essential possessions transplanted to make this place feel more like home. At the far end of a long hall, Hattie stops and turns to you. So, I know this is probably obvious, but we're here to see Milton. He was my partner for 47 years. Aww. If you think I'm a firecracker, Milton's all sparks. You'll like him, I think. He's been doing worse lately. How can I help? I've been spending a lot of time here. It has him concerned. Milton says I'm hanging on to the past. He wants me to make friends who are more like me. Ghosts here means. I want to show him that I met a good one. I want him to meet you. It'll make him so happy. Aww. Hattie turns to go into Milton's room. Good morning, Millie. Inside, an empty bed. Neatly made. Oh, that was the mirror. Oh my god, that was the mirror we took. Milton is gone. Oh, no. Hattie frantically searches her room. She spots a chart on the floor of the bed. This says he had an aneurysm. He was taken to the hospital. She looks at you with fear in her eyes. I have to go. I can come with you. I'd like that. I know it's a lot to ask, but I'm scared to do this alone. No, honestly, I get it. Let's go. You arrive at the hospital with Hattie. She floats behind the reception counter to locate Milton's room. Second floor, intensive care. Milton's room is dim. A reedy old man with a thick mustache lies in the bed, motionless. It's quiet except for the steady whoosh and click of the machine by his side. A ventilator connected to a tube run down his throat. The machine is breathing for him. Oh no. Milton. She looks around as if he might have already left his body. They were supposed to let him go. Hattie looks at Milton's chart. It says he was found unresponsive, no signs of brain activity. I still feel his presence, don't you? I feel it. Where is he? Is he lost somewhere? Is he trapped in there? Oh, Milton. His sister has power of attorney. He didn't want this. He signed a form that said, do not resuscitate. He didn't want this. Hattie looks up. I'm sorry I dragged you here. I know this might be quite awkward. If you don't mind, I'd like to be alone with Milton now. I understand. Thank you for understanding. You step into the hall to leave. You can hear Hattie saying something to Milton's bedside. There's so much more, my love. Just you wait. Oh shit! Oh shit! Aww. Spirit of compassion. Aww. Years alive, 1922 to 2010. Heart failure. Throughout her long life, Hattie always put others first. Though she never had any kids of her own, she worked for more than 40 years as an elementary school librarian before retiring to the life of gardening and jam making alongside her longtime partner, Milton. After Hattie took a hard fall, she and Milton were both accepted into Queen Mary's nursing home, where Hattie lived out her final days helping her fellow residents any way she could. Aww. She's such a sweetheart. What the fuck? Alright. Logan, nice to see you. Sweet. Alright, let's finish this room, and then we'll do the other room. And some of those are still hanging out. Drea. You ready? Yeah, you're ready. Drea has something planned, that's for sure. This is gonna be sweet. Dre takes you to a house in the city. A duplex, a brick. Not a bad looking place, maybe a little rundown. The place had, it's clearly had some renovations, oh Jesus. Like the neighborhood, its edges have been filed off for favor of some good old fashioned gentrification. Okay. The front door has a fresh shade of red. And there's a pretty nice car in the driveway. My place when I was just another flesh bag. Looks nice. When I was here, it was way better. There was a pawn shop over there, where that garbage Java Joy is now. They always had good tapes. Now it's just coffee. Everyone drinks coffee and does yoga. Whatever, come on. Let's go inside. From inside, the house looks like a show home. Perfectly decorated rooms with perfectly placed furniture. Everything matches because almost everything is white or gray. They get cleaners, pay them like nothing, and complain when they don't wash the walls. Ceramic letters hang on yellow accent walls. The worst. This is garbage I'm talking about. Live, laugh, love. Spew, barf, puke. Dre starts rearranging the letters. Evil. Oh man. Ghoul. And then that leaves. Lave. What does that spell? Veil. Does evil ghoul veil mean anything? How about leave? What, like leave without the E? Perfect. They take a step back to survey their work. Evil ghoul, leave. Well, so, what should we hit next? Let's do the kitchen. Getting creative, huh? Plenty of fun in there. Got some shit we could stir in there. The kitchen looks like it was recently updated. Built-in microwave, oh that's nice. Induction cooktop. Something called a smart fridge. Fuck, it sounds more expensive than my apartment. Jesus. What do they even do to afford all this? Dre heads to the fridge. This is what I call poltergeist pay dirt. Inside the fridge is the biggest plastic container of kale you'd ever seen. And rows of expensive looking juice oh, they're one of these people. I can't choose the juice. Look at all these pretty colors. Green, yellow, red. Dre thinks for a moment. Slime, pee, blood. Just like that, the juices look different. Don't worry. They'll just taste like those. Oh! Some of that's hard to beat. I mean, where would I even get blood? There's a clicking at the front door. Oh shiz, they're home. Quick, this way. Dre drags you to the front room, just as a couple who lives here opens the front door. At first, they don't notice anything is wrong. They take off their shoes while bickering about who forgot to take the garbage out. The man is the first to see the letters on the wall. He stops talking. She looks up to see why. He points out the letters rearranged on the wall. And they proceed to freak the fuck out. They run away. Not out the door, up the stairs, straight to the bedroom. What? Oh man. After all that work, I knew we should have done the bedroom. Sigh. I guess they weren't gonna run straight for the fridge anyway. Well, still super good. Best time I've had forever. Maybe I'll see you around sometime. Absolutely. Totally. You know what? Left alone at Jerry's house. Upstairs, the couple is loudly trying to convince the cops they called the ghosts are real. Eventually, they give up and admit it was probably the neighborhood punks. They leave the house through the wall. Outside is dusk and kind of spooky. There's a bit of fog rolling in. A nice night for a haunting. A good night to be a ghost. Low-key, I want to play that so we can fuck around with the bedroom, not gonna lie. Let's see. Dre. Spirit of Mischief. 1972 to 1994. Oh. Death unknown. In life, Dre had a way of getting on the wrong side of authority. Parents, teachers, cops, few dared to tell Dre what to do, and those who tried always ended up regretting it. After Dre was knocked out of the house, or kicked out of the house at 14, they spent the rest of their teens couch surfing or living on the streets. Spotty work, door checking, or carrying equipment at punk gigs paid for Dre's more expensive habits. And plenty of good times, but things got bad towards the end. Now, Poltergeist, Dre prefers not to talk about those final moments of life and focus on making the best of death. Okay. So I think there's like... Plug in. Nice to see you. Just put your name down. Go right in. Awesome. So we'll go back here and then we'll do the other two. Weird to say I want to complete it, but like I do kind of want to see what these are. Let's do Steph. We'll leave Riley for last. You catch up with Steph. She looks surprised to see you. You think. It's hard to tell with the mask. Hey, what's up? Is everything okay? I just thought we should hang out. Oh, cool. I'd like that. Where should we go? The symphony? Normally, I'd love to see the symphony. For all the years I played clarinet, I've never actually seen a professional orchestra. Sigh. Another time, though. Maybe we could just walk around? Maybe find a nice park? Talk a bit. Yeah, sure. A heavy layer of snow has claimed the trees and buried the grass nearby. A cobblestone walking trail twists around the edge of the lake. You pass an old ghost sitting on the bench, tossing nothing on the ground but still going through the motions. The ghosts of geese gather around him, anyway, acting out a ritual that no longer serves any purpose. This is still all so confusing. You must have a lot of questions. I really, really do. Were you lost when you died? For a while, yeah. How did you figure things out? I'm still figuring things out. Dying's not a simple thing. I just feel like I spent years on a puzzle, only to realize I'm missing pieces. They're gone. I'll never finish. Now what do? Do I take the puzzle apart? Be proud that I did what I could? It's still an accomplishment, I guess. But now what? What do we even do as ghosts? Do we get jobs? What's the point of anything? You can help people. I guess we have powers. We can manipulate things, right? It's up to you. When you're little, everyone asks, what do you want to do to be when you're a grown-up? Now it's like, what do you want to be when you die? It's too much pressure. I gotta learn how to walk again before I figure out where to go. Start with a place to haunt. Where do ghosts even live? Or not live? You know what I mean? Everywhere. I get to decide what kind of ghost I am. That's a lot of freedom for one step. It's also kind of exciting, actually. I think I'm ready to take my mask off. You got this. If you say so. Oh, how do I look? You look like you. I feel like I'm crying. The good tears, but nothing's coming out. Thanks for the talk. It helped a lot. We should do this again sometime. I'd like that. Aw. It's hard to be a ghost, but Steph seems like she'll be alright. What's next for you, though? Well, I'm going to play the other ending and then move on because I've got more games. And this one is just fun. It's interesting. I love the art style. This is the graveyard. Ah, here we are. Spirit of Denial. 1983 to 2004. Brain cancer. It took Steph a while to realize she was dead. If you beat cancer, it can be hard to accept when it comes back with a vengeance. Though the disease ultimately took her life, it could not take her spirit. Now Steph begins a new chapter, overwhelmed by the potential death affords. Okay, hey, hi. Oh, I'm sorry. The event's all done. All the other ghosts have left. What? I have one more. From what I hear, you were pretty popular. Still couldn't find the one, huh? I like to play the field. No judgment here. Eternity is a long time. Who wants to spend it with just one ghost? Did you have fun at least? Yeah, actually it's a blast. Glad to hear. I've been having fun just observing. I set this up to help other ghosts find something they might be missing, or to learn more about themselves. In a way, we are all products of death. I like to think I am also her student. What did you learn? I've learned so much. How burial versus cremation affect the afterlife, the meaning of life, all kinds of neat ghost trivia. When I was alive, I studied people. Now that I'm dead, I study us. It's fascinating. I love trivia. I do too. Trivia is great. Let's play trivia right now. I have questions prepared and everything. Oh boy. Welcome to Fran's Scary Hard Trivia Challenge. All questions are ghost related. Don't worry if you get any wrong. I'm not testing you or anything. Question 1. Which film star is said to haunt the Hollywood Roosevelt Hotel in Los Angeles? Isn't that Marilyn Monroe? And the answer is Marilyn Monroe. I thought so. You got it. Marilyn actually lived in the hotel for about 2 years. Now she haunts it. Pretty cool, huh? Question 2. Which Shakespearean king appears as a ghost in a play that shares his name? King Lear? I want to say Richard III? Hamlet's father appears as a ghost. His name was technically also Hamlet. God damn it. There's also the ghost of King Richard, but not Richard himself. Question 3. Okay, that's actually kind of cool to know. A red blood cell that has lost its hemoglobin is known as what? A revenant? It's actually a ghost. Simple answer is usually right. That's my motto. Ghost red blood cells are empty shells. They show up on microscopes. But they're pretty see-through, just like us. Question 4. Of course, my dumbass gets the history one. During her seance, what did medium Helen Duncan famously regurgitate and called ectoplasm? Cheesecloth? Correct. Oh. Okay. Was medium in the early 1900s. She is said to fake ectoplasm by pulling growth cheesecloth out of her mouth. She was also the last person imprisoned for witchcraft in the UK. Jesus Christ. Of course they would. Go figure. Question 5. This is the last one. And it means it's also the hardest. Which of these authors did not have a story in the first volume of the Fonta book, The Great Ghost Stories? Edgar? The correct answer is Poe. Oh my god, I actually got that. Poe was in the second volume. Blackwood and Lawrence both have stories in the first. Blackwood was a prolific ghost story writer, while Lawrence, best known for not ghost stories, penned a great one called The Rocking Horse Winner. You got 3 questions right. That's more than 50%. That's not the honor roll, but you passed. That's how I got through life. I had fun. I'm glad to hear it. Oh, a good time. I need to finish closing up. If you're looking for something to do, you can always visit the graveyard. We'll leave some of your past dates there. Or select erase date data to start over. Oh. You always go to hell. Excuse me? I meant that literally, of course. I hear it's gorgeous time this year. If you combine travel accommodations, you can get a pretty good deal. My friend Gail is a travel agent. You can find her at the graveyard for Christmas. I'll pass, thanks. No problem. Hell isn't for everyone. Even though the brochure says it is. Alright, time to go. I'll ring the bell to make it official. Okay, so you can only have... Bell rings. Thanks for playing. Oh wow, you can actually go to hell. Oh hey there, stranger. You look like you could use some R&R. Romance and retribution. The name's Gail. The travel agent for the dead. I've got all the best deals. Singles cruises on the River Styx, cookouts on the shores of hell itself, all inclusive at Daytona Beach. You may be dead, but that doesn't mean you can't have fun. Fran told me about you. Fran? Who's Fran? Just kidding, baby doll. Francine and I go way back. I actually look like her. You're right. I do look a lot like Fran. So much so, it's almost suspicious. Anywho, I'm organizing a singles event. It's on Mortal Beach, overlooking the balmy Brimstone Bay. There's a great view of 2 whole circles. 3 when the weather cooperates. It's going to be a party for sure. Is hell dangerous? No, hun. Hell is wonderful. You hear horror stories, I know, but this place is just hot and fun. Besides, you're dead. You've got to be afraid. What do you got to be afraid of now? But hey, don't pick up my brochure. Just hear me blab on, unless you did. Because then, I totally have timeshare to sell you. Alright, let's get to the beach. We'll start with a nice icebreaker, something familiar. Some speed dates. I didn't expect to do a completion of this, but here we are. For the living, the shores of hell might seem like a strange place to take a vacation. It's no Maui, or Cancun, or Bali, but hell has its charms. The sand on Mortal Beach, like the water in the bay, is piping hot year-round. There's sweltering, heavy, like a good sauna, or an oven. In hell, there's no night or day. The crimson light of eternal flames casts a pleasant flickering glow on everything at a comfortable distance. In a way, it's kind of romantic. The bell rings. The first ghost appears. Wait, aren't they a ghost? But salutations, bruh. They call me Andy. You party? You look like you party. Not really. Oh, well, you should totally try partying. It'll change your whole deal. More life than partying. More life, huh? You realize you're dead, right? Of course you do. You wouldn't have made it this far. Must be nice to have lived once. I'm a demon. Not alive or dead. I just am, you know? A demon? Cool. Thanks, bruh. It's nothing, really. I'm just who I am. What makes a demon different? A demon is like a ghost. We float around like you do, but a demon was never alive. We're sort of born like this, with a singular purpose. For me, that purpose is partying. Oh wait, hold on a sec. Andy chugs the 6-packs, all the cans at once. Jesus Christ. That's better. That was impressive. I'm skilled for sure. You know that whole 10,000 hours to get good thing? I've practiced a million hours probably, plus there's hella incentive. If I don't party, I die. Aren't you already dead? Nope. Here's the deep lore dump. Demons are technically alive. And demons can cease to be, like if a living person stops breathing, except I have to remember to breathe. Like right now, actually. Gotta dance a bit. Cha-cha. Here we go. Oh good, I'm in the hood. Hey, wanna hear a fun fact? These beads and shades aren't just for show. They lessen my need to party. How? By kazooting party, sort of like an RPG or something. Special item effects. +3 to party. Fair enough. The bell ringeth. Time to mingle. See you later, crocodile. A party demon. That's new. Definitely very fucking new. Another ghost appears. Oh. And what do we have here? Another lonely spirit? Tell me, lonely spirit, what is lost? The absence of something? Why, yes, dear. Precisely. You must feel it too, then. That profound emptiness. The loss of your life. It's still me, though. Are you certain of that, lonely spirit? Ghosts are desperate for purpose. We lie to ourselves, tell ourselves we still matter, that a part of us remains. But who is to say we matter anymore? We are not even matter. We are more like echoes, epilogues of unfinished stories. Soon there will be nothing more to say. You and I will truly be nothing. I believe it will be glorious. What have you lost? Like you, I lost my life. Unlike you, it happened twice. They called me Agatha, Bane of Bricksdale, Connecticut, an irregularity in the blood count. I suppose you could, at one time, call me a vampire. Ooh. Now I'm a ghost. A vampire ghost, cool. I'm quite chilly, yes. Thank you for noticing. This stake through my heart? I suppose it made me this way. There are very few vampires, let alone vampire ghosts. Who did that? A jilted lover. Ah. She didn't know I was a vampire. Oh well. When she found out, she killed me in my sleep. You know, if you were here in the modern times, I know a bunch of lesbians, and myself as a bisexual included, would probably go out with you, hon. No matter the vampire consequences. Now I wander between worlds. In nothing, in nowhere. Deserving this lonely death. My broken heart on full display. We should pull out the stake. No! Please do not touch it. It is my burden. It belongs there. Perhaps I am being a tad dramatic. You seem quite harmless. I am. I'd very much like to know more about you. I kinda do too. The bell is about to ring. The second round won't arrive soon enough. Alright, I like her. And there it is. Until the second round, Lonely Spirit. Another ghost appears. Oh! Hi, hello! Excuse me. Sorry to bug you. I'm looking for my human. Have you seen her? Does she look like a ram? A ram? You mean Gail? Oh, no. Gail's not my human. She's around here somewhere. I'm sure she... Oh. My name is Dave. It's super to meet you. Even if I am kind of sad today. What does your human look like? She's small. Kind of looks like a snowflake. Oh, she doesn't talk or anything. She just kind of floats there. And crackles. Crackles? Crackles. Like static. Pat Dave. Thank you for the pat. I like pats, as a rule. But please, ask next time. Sorry. What kind of dog are you? The cute kind? Kidding. When I was alive, I think my human called me Retriever Cross. Oh. Crossed with what? Crossed? I gotta be crossed with something. I guess some other kind of pup. Never really knew my dad. But whatever he was, I guess. Aw. When did you last see your owner? That's sort of complicated. My human is a wisp. A piece of a spirit. She's usually right by me. Just floating around. Never leaves my side. Where's the rest of her? I guess still alive. A wisp is what happens when a part of a person dies. That's what Gail said. Oh, all I know is 1 minute I was alive, eating some chocolate. Oh no! The next I died, and when I came to, it was a ghost. And the wisp was there too. I guess that means part of my human died with me. Oh. Can I pet your face? Of course. I love pets in the face. Thank you so much for asking. You pet Dave on the face. His little ghost tail wags. Oh no! I'm sure she didn't get far. I sure hope so. I just wish I could smell where she is. It's so frustrating not being able to sniff stuff. In the meantime, I'll be waiting. Oh no! I love him. Woof woof woof. Oh. Sorry, I guess I'm on edge. Still not sure what to think of you. Also, I keep forgetting. When the bell rings, it's time to change places. A few more times. And I'll be trained, hopefully. If you see my human, tell her to come home, okay? Oh, Dave almost ran away when you pet him without asking. You're gonna need to be more careful if you want to earn his trust. Oh. The second round begins. Sup, Spooky Wookie? Righteous to see you again. Splendiferous, even. I like your bikini. Thanks. I like to switch it up. Right now, it's polka dot time. Good for the beach. That's what I thought. It's pretty warm in hell, even for a demon. That reminds me. Here we go again. Scusi. Does some random air guitar. Oh boy. Hello, East St. Louis. There. All better. Jet setter. Hey, what's your opinion of platypuses? Platypi? Whatever. Those hairy duck dudes. Look it up. I like them. How can you not? They're the ultimate party animals. I think about shades, sunglasses, like the ones on my dome. If you put them on an animal, who looks the most down to party? A platypus. It's inarguable. Okay, fine. Kangaroos are up there. Dogs too. Especially if they're in a sidecar. I love dogs in sidecars. I love dogs at party. Like Dave the dog? Balto over there? Pup school oriented for sure. But also scatterbrained as heck. Loyal but flighty. A totally, oh my, god damn it. What about Gail? Gail's a tricky one. Total type A. Friendly, but not your friend. Alright, come the fuck down there. How do you know about all this? Internet. Ooh. Here I go fading away again. Nature calls. Andy crushes a beer on their head. There we go. So, where were we? Andy still appears to be fading. Maybe you should keep partying. What? It didn't work? That never happens. Put on more party accessories. I'm trying. Maybe if I put on more party accessories. I left them in the car. The bell rings. I gotta go. We about to watch a person die. Andy's been partying for more than 1,000 years. I'm sure they'll figure it out. Don't worry. I mean, don't worry that much. Demons aren't even real. Or are they? How the fuck would I know? Hello, Agatha. Greetings once more, Ghost. I must say, our first conversation was the best of a bad lot. They say hell is other people. If you're the sort hell attracts, I am liable to start enjoying it. You do seem like you fit in. Thank you. Oh god. Time slows down when you're here. Does time slow down around me? I do not understand why. From my perspective, it ticks away just the same. Perhaps your idea of time moves quicker than is typical, but perhaps it is a product of my curse. Vampirism a curse? Immortality worsens the longer you live, and my hunger for blood is insatiable, especially now that I cannot feed. When I first became a vampire, it was difficult to find blood without killing people. Fair. What about blood banks? I'm surprised, lowly spirit. You have an intelligence, it seems. That's precisely how I solved my problem. I became a nurse. I was quite good at finding veins. It was easy to take more than was needed. A unit for a test that required a vial. I only took more from those healthy enough to give it. Do you have a favorite blood type? They all taste different, like red wines. The rarer the type, the blander the taste. Interesting. The palate count is also a factor. Thin blood can be quite refreshing, but you have to drink more to get your fill. Who turned you? The one who turned me was my husband. My first husband. On our anniversary, 8 years to the day. He said this way I would be pretty forever. I did not ask to be undead. I wanted to grow old. I wanted to die someday. That is the natural way of things. He did not care what was natural. He did not care what I wanted. What happened to him? I foolishly mistook his gesture for romance, and stayed with him for a number of years. But eternity is a long time. Eventually, he left me. For someone he deemed prettier. Fucking rude. I can only assume he turned her as well. The bell rings. Should you wish to know me better, you need only look where crimson meets black. However, if you are not interested, I will understand. There needn't be any bad blood between us. Goodbye, lonely spirit. Perhaps I will see you again. Okay, obviously my fucking nerd brain is like, let's go for her. But also there's Dave, and I really want to help him. Ghost vampires take an interest in you. That's neat. Dave. Oh, hi again. It's me, Dave the dog. Want to hear a joke? I love to tell jokes. Jokes are pretty great, I think. I'd love to hear a joke. Okay, so the dog walks into a bar, and get this, he walks up to the bartender, and the dog says, "Give me a gin and ginger." Then what happens? The bartender looks up and says, "Holy moly, a talking dog." Dave the dog laughs. That was my human's favorite joke. Aw, you're a good dog. You're a good bae. You're a good boy. I try. I really do. I don't chew as much stuff now, and sometimes I had trouble with that. The place I was haunting didn't have a pup. They kept finding their stuff chewed up. There's less stuff to chew in hell. You're so nice and good. I'm glad you're in hell with me. If I don't find my human, maybe you can be my new one. Oh no. I shouldn't say that out loud. I forgot I say things now. I know what you mean. You do? Huh. I thought it was a new talker thing. Guess it's more of a Dave thing. Wait. Dave perks up his ears. Did you hear that? I think it was my human. He instinctively sniffed the air that whimpers. It was just Gail. She laughs like Miriam. I miss Miriam so much. That was my human's name. Miriam took me for walks. Twice a day. She let me stop to smell literally everything. And sometimes, when it was extra hot, we'd go swimming in a lake of water. You want more pats? Oh, yes, please. You pat Dave. Thanks. That makes me feel appreciated. Appreciated and safe. Where can Miriam be? We had favorite places where we go on our walks. I bet probably one of those. I bet she's still looking for me too. We're going with Dave after this. Woof, 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 woof. Oh no. I did it again. Sorry. Again. I sure hate that bell. That's the last of the speed dates. Time to pick someone to date. Oh, pick me, pick me. Oh, yes. You're too cute not to be picked. Ah. Choose your day. Obviously, Dave. And then we'll do another round with Agatha. Dave, you adorable little shit. You came! I knew you'd come. Are you still liking hell? I'm starting to love it. I guess I'm a real hellhound. I prefer the surface. I totally get that. Surface is great too. I've never been to a place that wasn't great. Aw, maybe the vet. Why did most dogs say the vet? The vet gives us pokes. The vet makes us wear cones. Also, the vet killed my friend Patch. Oh, that's our job, to kill my friend Patches. Aw. Anyway, can we go for a walk? Up on the surface? That sounds like fun. Oh boy. Will absolutely be so fun. I want to take you everywhere. All my favorite places to smell. What about Miriam's wisp? Oh yeah, Miriam's wisp. We gotta find her. Good thinking. If we hit up enough spots, we might just find her wisp. Where could she be? A place we've already been. She's a wisp. She's drawn to familiar things. The good park, the good pet store, the good couch. One of those, probably. Let's do the park. Oh, great. I love the good park. Dave leads you to the park in a deep ravine. A nearby sign says off-leash dog park, but you don't see any dogs. Maybe this is because it's in the middle of the night. And there are trees here, all dead. The grass is gray. A ways in, there's a rusty playground. A rubber swing set dangles on a single chain. It's kind of spooky. Welcome to the good park. My friend Kyo would love it. Then I love your friend Kyo. Oh! Oh! Dave runs over to the swing. He starts to tug at the seat with his teeth. That's a tough toy. He says without losing his grip. Then you hear barking. Distant howls of pain and anguish growing closer until they're right up to you. Aww, Gurgles whimpers a low guttural of sounds, the warning of dread. You turn in horror to see a bunch of super cute ghost pups. There's a ghost corgi that looks like a spooky loaf of dog. Oh, a ghost chihuahua. She's making the most noise, of course. A ghost of a Saint Bernard, slobbering ectoplasm. Each has a wisp by their side. Oh. Hey there, fellow pups. Oh. Dave studies each of the ghost wisps and sniffs each of the ghost dog's butt. None of these are Miriam's wisp. Shucks. It was still fun though. Where now? You mentioned a couch. You're darn right, a couch. But not just any couch. My couch. My human thought she owned it, but I peed on it, and she didn't, so the law says it's mine. What a simple law. Dave leads you to a townhouse. A nice place, clearly taken care of. The place is packed with, library, okay, that was a word. Library sale books, vintage postcards, souvenirs from trips to Korea and Portugal. Miriam likes to travel. The place is empty. I guess that's where she is now, traveling. I'm just glad. I don't gotta stay with her sister anymore. Gee. Dave floats over to an ugly couch, orange and brown, covered in dog hair. He curls up on it. Sometimes I still come here, he says, just to be close to my human. Is this Miriam? It's hard to tell. The wisp isn't doing much. They're just kinda floating in front of you. Maybe they're studying you? Oh, do they even know you're there? Attack him with my sword. Hello, Miriam. The wisp cackles like fire. You're not sure what they're trying to say. Nice to meet you too. The wisp buzzes. Is that a good sign? Are you Miriam's wisp? The wisp blinks once. Is that a yes? I'd think so. Miriam! There you are. Ah, Miriam's wisp seems excited to see Dave. I'd like you to meet a friend. No, I haven't replaced you. Miriam flickers cautiously. See? A friend. Miriam flickers and flashes. She'll get used to you. She just needs some time. I'm happy we found her. Me too. Miriam seems regretful. She says she's sorry for running away. Miriam vibrates and flickers a bunch. She saw her old car and chased it out of instinct. Before she knew it, she was lost. So she came here. Dave yawns. We've been up all night. I'm beat. I think it's time to go home. You're a good dog. Thanks for saying that. You're a good human. I'm glad we met. Let's go for another walk soon. Bye, Dave. Bye. Miriam flickers. Oh, that's so cute. I have sometimes thought of the final cause of dogs having such short lives, Sir Walter Scott wrote, and I am quite satisfied it is in the compassion to the human race. For if we suffer so much in losing a dog after an acquaintance of 10 or 12 years, what would it be if they were to live double that time? For Charlie, Mucho Grande, and all the dogs, who made our lives better. Thanks for being good pups. Oh, fuck. Alright, give me a second. Oh. Oh. Spirit of loyalty. And now I can't read that because I'm gonna fucking cry. Anyway, I want to go and date the vampire. Oh fuck. Who would have thought I'd get fucking done in by that? Alright, Agatha. After speed dating finishes, you search for Agatha. You look everywhere. Inside the resort, not inside the resort. When you finally find Agatha, she is floating in the air off the beach overlooking Brimstone Bay. Looking out over the water, she is a shadow even in the dark. I thought you'd choose another. There is a dog after all. People seem to enjoy dogs. There's something about you. Is it my sunny disposition, the color of my eyes? Perhaps I remind you of your mother. No. A winning smile, actually. I have had significant dental work. Your teeth suit you. They serve a purpose. I strive to avoid. I suppose you are wondering about this stake in my heart. Perhaps you think, if you earn my trust, you could be the one to finally remove it. I was going to ask. This stake is my burden. But it's a burden I choose. I can take it out whenever I want. Observe. Oh. It is not that I need the stake. It is simply a part of me. My current state. It is because of this stake I was born with it. I am not whole without it. Did you hear that, though? Hear what? Time sped up when you removed it. Did it? I'll have to take your word for it. What does it feel like? It doesn't. The blood-red waters of Brimstone Bay lap up the black sides of the shore. It's difficult to see beneath the water. This is the edge of hell. There could be anything below the surface. Let's go swimming. Agatha leads you by the hand out over the water. She turns to you, then dips beneath the waves. Oh, hey Arthur! How's it going? Absolutely, we'll follow her. You move through the water. You feel the water move through you. Beneath the surface, everything is thick and crimson. It's impossible to see more than a couple of feet in front of you. You feel what you hope are fish brushing past. Schools of them. At least you hope they're fish. Everything feels slower too. A little like when you were with Agatha. You can't see her. For all you know, she brushed past like the fish until, through the murk, you see her. You're face to face with a vampire ghost bathed in blood. When you cannot breathe, lonely ghost, do you ever truly stop swimming? I'm doing pretty good too. Had to take a slight break because of the dog ending. I don't know if you've seen it, but basically if you go out with Dave the dog, you get this really heartfelt, sad ending that I just had to take a few minutes to be like, to breathe. But it's so sweet. It's so good. But other than that, I'm actually doing very well. You're the first to return to the shores of Brimstone Bay. After a few quiet moments, Agatha emerges from the red water. Something's different. She looks calm, almost content, like a weight has been lifted off her. My stake. Oh God. I don't know what to do. Oh no. I need my stake. The noise. That horrible noise. Oh. Frantic, Agatha disappears back into Brimstone Bay. The stake in her heart must have fallen out when she was underwater. Dive in to help her look. You decide to dive into the water, help her look for a stake. But wait, before you leap in, what's that on the shore? By some hellish miracle, her stake washes up on the beach. You pick it up. The stake has been with her for so long, but only seems to cause her pain. Say nothing? You stand at the edge of the bay, looking out over the water. You see nothing. No sign of Agatha. She is gone, lost beneath the waves, thick like blood. Agatha's stake is in your hand, and it's suddenly so quiet, as if time is standing still. You wait there a while longer. She doesn't come back. Oh shit. What happened? What? Agatha. Spirit of loss. Jesus Christ. 1689 to 1996. Stake through the heart. Agatha died twice. The first time, which was at 22, she was bitten by her husband, a man who claimed to love her. I want you to be like this forever, he said. But he grew tired of her and moved on to another. Agatha moved on too, reinventing herself with each subsequent generation. Few learned her secret, and she was careful never to directly take a life, only drinking blood from blood lanes, hospitals, and when desperate, butchers. In 1996, Agatha's terrified girlfriend learned what she was and plugged a stake in her heart while she slept. Now Agatha is a ghost of a vampire. It's pretty weird. Like I said, if this was this day and age, she'd be totally fine. Okay, there was that other dude. Oh. Speed 8. God damn it. But some of the ghosts are still... Okay. I sped up at the right time. Andy. The dude who was about to die the last time we talked. Speed dating Hella has wrapped up for the evening. Is it evening? It's hard to tell down here. Either way, you spot Andy. Not an easy feat in the current state. Oh, good lord. Salutations. I think I've stabilized? Good thing, too. For a hot minute, it was touch and go. Oh god. Excuse me. Been coughing a bunch. Still a bit see-through though. True facts. But am I less see-through? The answer is yes. Gotta stay optimistic. In the face of my ailment, this is persistent opacity. Maybe your body's telling you something? Telling me what? To lay off the partying? That's like saying, I need to stop existing. Weak. Kinda wanna keep existing. Oh no. I think I'm getting all existential. Made it worse somehow. Like maybe the more I think, the less I matter. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. No harm. No harm, no cowl. Whiskey off a demon's back. I just want to get through this. Clearly adding stuff helps. Party grab particular. It strengthens my vibe. Like if this lay is +2 party and the bikini is +1, maybe adding the right fashion will make me 100%. 100% Andy. Is it cold in here? Suddenly I want a shawl. Does anyone have a shawl? Put on more beads. Good call. I'll look so dope. How do I look? Pretty dope. Heck yeah. Hella dope. Wait. Something's happening. Oh no. What did I do? Bruh. Oh no. I think I'm gonna hurl. Put on something? I don't have anything else. What about the shades? Oh yeah. Double the shades. Double the party, I think. This is an exact science. Did that. Nope. Ain't gonna do it. Help. Get rid of it all. You think of help first of Lael. Then my killer shades. Then my other killer shades. Polka dots. Beads. What's left? Just me. Just Andy. This is even worse. I feel my bones fading somehow. It feels like the empty in a room. Abject loneliness. Oblivion, bruh. Oblivion. What do I do? What do we wear? Oh no. Why would I? Right, I'm still holding that stake. Let's do that. You jam into the heart. What are you doing? Whoa. That felt decent. What was that? Agatha's stake. I think it worked. I feel like time slowed down. Sorta. More just not in the mood to party. My mind isn't going one way now. I want all kinds of things. I suddenly want to find a higher purpose. Further my studies. Learn all I can about post-structuralism. Alright, that's a random one. And find a party. Okay. I wonder what I believe. Oh, thank you. I feel so renewed. Refreshed? This is great. I need to go. Have a nice rest of your day. Okay, so wait. Let me get this straight. Now, Andy is a vampire party demon who wants to get involved in politics. Did you know this game is technically categorized as a dating sim? How in the hell can we still call this a dating sim? You may have broken the game with this. Also, I just said how in the hell. That's funny because this part takes place in hell. Anyway, bye for now, ghost friends. Be sure to select the pamphlet again for even more incorporeal companions in Jesus. Okay, so I went with the okay, so that's Andy. Spirit of rivalry. Lone demon at a party for ghosts. Andy ceaselessly seeks fun and often to a fault. Partying both defines and sustains Andy. They literally feed off the joy of others. This is not actually that unusual. Most demons have a singular purpose. Without that purpose, they weaken or even fade away. Andy struggles with this, feeling pigeonholed by a predetermined and narrow sense of self. But the alternative is super scary. What happens if Andy tries to make more than they are? What happens if Andy grows, changes, or outright abandons what makes Andy Andy? These thoughts haunt Andy before they met you, and now they know. So I'm kind of curious who that is. And okay, I think this is Riley. So I wonder if we go back here if we get another option. Oh. The speed dating is over, and we cleared some room. It's time to dance. What are we doing? The waterfront looks different now. Strings of yellow lights hang between posts in the sand. Tables have been cleared away. In their place, a wooden dance floor is laid on the beach, as if the ghosts need a place to plant their feet. This place is packed with ghosts. Many are familiar faces. As the music plays, there's nothing left to do but who do I dance with? Agatha. She's probably pissed though that I stole her steak. She stands on the other side of the dance floor. Her hair blowing wildly, strands like hands reaching out from something missing. Why? Why does that demon have it? I didn't know what else to do. My burden is not yours to take. I have nothing more to say to you. I'm sorry, but the dude was gonna die. Do I pick a new partner now, or am I fucked? Okay, I'm fucked. Kyo. What's up? I wonder if Kyo's here. It doesn't seem like... Psst. Huh? Over here. Aw. Hey, bud. Hi. It's me, Kyo. I'm so relieved you're here. This may surprise you, but I'm pretty scared of parties, especially ones full of ghosts. And demons. In hell. I'll protect you. Thanks. I'm not gonna be all... I'm a big, strong Kyo now. I ain't afraid of no ghosts, because I totally am. I'm afraid of every ghost, except you. Aww. I braved all this, hoping you'd show... Aww. That's why I'm here too. Aw. That's so nice. Why are you being so nice to me? Since I got here, I've mostly been hiding in a vent. Oh, it felt like the best place to see the festivities. Can't say I've partied in a vent. You should try it sometime. It's a blast. Just kidding. It's terrible. Everything's terrible. Speaking of which, I know I'm cutting this short, but I should probably go. Kyo inspects all the other ghosts in the room. I could use some fresh air. Maybe see what's in the fridge? I'm also behind on work. I should get to work. Do you have a job? I have a job? Actually, no. I guess I don't. Maybe I will stay. Just a little longer. That way, I guess we can say, we partied hardy. If you need me, I'll be in the vent. Aww. And now we know what it's like to party with Kyo. Aw. uh, Vera, let's see what you have to say. Vera's sitting at the table, taking it all in. Hey there, hon. Good to see your face again. I sensed you be coming. It's my gift now. Sensed. That's right, sensed. After all that seance business, I decided to try something new. I became a medium. Here's my card. Okay. Vera, ghost psychic. As in, I'm a ghost who is psychic. Contact info. Say my name 3 or 4 times. So professional. Thanks, hon. It does the job. You want a reading? For you, it's on the house. I'd love that. Vera suddenly concentrated on your heart. I see that you're a good ghost. I'm glad to know you. Vera smiled. Aw. It always weirds me out how she smiles. Honestly, readings are a racket. It's real fun in medium work. I'm able to hear the living, so the dead come to me if they're looking for someone. Can you connect me with someone? Sure can, but maybe some other time. It's too noisy for a seance here. Just think of someone still alive you'd like to reconnect with, and give me a call. You'll have my card. Until then, it was good seeing you, hun. You stay out of trouble. Lord knows we ghosts get enough of that. Spooky Peter. The ghost party is going strong. Everyone's dancing and having a blast. Well, almost everyone. Hey, did you by chance know a ghost with a hat? A weird dude made of dust? Talks like a book? Spooky Peter. That's the one. He's asking for you, over in the corner. He's running some scam. Guests have been complaining. Says he's ruining their night. Let me handle this. Would you? Thanks, baby doll. You spot Spooky Peter across the room. He's sitting at the table with 12 drinks. Jesus Christ. Aha! My protege returns. Ready for another lesson? Always. Then join me in a game of wits. The rules are simple. Spooky Peter wheezes. Something rattling in there. I have ordered 12 festive and tropical beverages. We take turns drinking them. You may drink 1, 2, or 3. The ghost who finishes the last of the drinks, well, they win, of course. Win what? The next round. He motions to the drinks on the table. Friends always go first. How many will you drink? 3. And then I'll take 1. Excuse me. That leaves 8. How many will you drink? Okay, so there's 8. Do 3. Then I'll have 1 drink. Now there are 4. How many will you drink? 1. Leaving 3 for me. That's all of them. Spooky Pete wins. I didn't do the math right, but that's okay. Like death itself was inevitable. I'm done with this. The lesson is its end. He gasped for air. Ignore it. Ignore it. Let's focus on the lesson. But I worry about you. You needn't worry, protege. I'm simply old, even for a ghost. He sighs. Now then, it's the time I once again disappear, like an ash on that hellish wind. But fret not. If you wish to see me again, just look in the mirror. Or come back here. I have nowhere else to be. I could see why the other guests were annoyed. Spooky Peter's game was pretty tricky. Say what you will about Peter. The old ghoul's always full of surprises. Okay, I'll look at Dave. even though Dave's ending made me cry. A familiar pup spots you across the dance floor. He wags his tail when he sees you. Hey, hi, it's me again, Dave the dog. The wisp of Marion the human appears by his side. She fizzes and pop, like a pop. Miriam says hi too. Nice to see you both again. You're a good human. See, Miriam? I told you. Miriam's with cackles pleasantly. You must be really happy to be united. Absolutely. Definitely. Tail waggingly. Aw. Miriam's wisp sparkles. We have a bond for sure. When she was far away, that bond sure stretched, but it'll never break. So now you wait. Wait? Oh, you mean waiting for Miriam to die? Miriam's wisp fizzles a bit. Honestly, I just want Miriam to live her life. The longer the better. I hope she lives to be 12. Or maybe even 13. Oh, that's 91 in people years. Oh. What do you do in the meantime? I'll do so much. Sniff out the best spots, talk to all the ghosts. I have so much to learn. Now that I can talk, it's a whole new chapter. They say all dogs go to heaven. Heaven for me can be anywhere. As long as I have pals. Can I give you one last pat? I would love it. You pat Dave on his cute face. He wags his tail lots and lots. God! Miriam Wisp flies over to the water's edge. She makes loops in the air as she does. She wants me to chase her. I gotta go chase her. Thanks again for everything. I'll never forget you. My other human. Let's go for another walk sometime. Dave barks and wags his tail as he tries to catch Miriam's wisp. She dances above the red sand, barely out of reach. Dave barks and growls playfully. His tail won't stop wagging. What a good boy. Composure. Composure. Oh my god. I kind of want to get on to other games I have. Also because the other characters I don't mind, but I'm just kind of like, they were. Actually, no. I want to see if Hattie met up with her husband. Hattie is here, and she's with someone. Oh, she did. Oh, that's so cute. Hello again, dearie. It's good to see you. So, for those who came in, Hattie, basically, she's a ghost that haunts her old nursing home because her husband was still alive there. And then when you go on a date with her, you find Milton is in his room. Instead, he's in the hospital. So she stays. You go to the hospital with her, and they stay. And essentially, what I did is I left the room so that she could be and do whatever piece she needed for Milton. And now they're together. Holy shit. I'd like you to meet Milton. Hey there, how you doing? Nice to meet you, Milton. Good looking and polite. Millie. Hey, just saying. You'll have to forgive my Milton. He's definitely more Blanche than Rose, if you know what I mean. I do. I do. You strike me as a Dorothy. I hope that's a compliment. Of course it is. Dorothy's all wisdom and strength. And sass. Don't forget about that. Thank you. How do you like the afterlife, Milton? It's a gas. All time and no pressure. I don't have to worry about things now. Will you stay and help with the home? Of course. It's my duty. My purpose in all this. And I'll be right there with her. It's so romantic. Turns out romance is dead. Hattie laughs. Good one, Millie. But that's enough chit-chat. What do you say we cut a rug? I'd love to. Wonderful. Back in my younger days, I wasn't much of a dancer. Gonna be interesting to try, without my feet. You'll be fine. Just do like we did at our wedding, and follow my lead. Hattie turns to you. Now watch this. Hattie's spinning around the dance floor. She got more energy than Riley out there. Milton's doing his darndest to keep up. Go on, Millie. No time for like the present. Puff. Puff. How am I out of breath when I didn't have to breathe? Do the foxtrot. You're such a good dancer. No hooves. Perfect trot. Hottie laughs. Essentially, because, like, you're a ghost, and you're going on a speed date with other ghosts. So, yeah, it was, you went on a date to see her soon-to-die, soon-to-be-dead husband. And then, yeah, he dies, like, right in the middle of your date. Actually, he was actually on life support. So, what Hattie does is she actually unplugs his life support, because that is technically what he wanted. So yeah, it's interesting. Like, so of course we have Agatha, who is the vampire ghost. We have Andy, who's a demon. Dave makes me cry. Dre, the punk, the mischievous punk. Leon, who robbed banks even in death. Kyo, anxious as hell. Sweet baby, cinnamon roll. Hattie, Gary, who actually murdered his partner. That was fucking scary to go on. Riley basically died of head injuries because he wanted to play football. He got that, I forget what it's called, but it's very common for football players to get. And he kept playing despite having those head injuries and ended up dying. Spooky Peter was a plague doctor. Stephanie died of cancer. And Vera actually didn't die of smoking. She died of a house fire because she worked for some shady rich assholes. And then the son killed his father, and because she knew what he did, the son basically locked her in her house and burned her alive. Thankfully, she left her daughter at her brother's house, and your date ends up with her going to a medium and talking to her still alive daughter. I actually kind of want to know how Gary feels, because he was fucking creepy. You see Gary standing in a corner. Something's wrong. Gary says nothing, only stares. What's wrong? Gary? I am Gary. How do you know my name? I helped solve your death. My death. What happened to you? I still feel the blade. Oh god, life draining out. Empty space. Yep. God damn it, Gary. Now stands the abyss, the absolute nothing. Focus on my voice, Gary. Your voice. It does sound familiar. It sounds like, thank you for the kisses, cutie. Judgment. 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 Gary's mouth opened wide and wider. The sides reopen, again cracking and tearing. Inside smells familiar. An odor, musty and sour. Exactly like rotting peaches. Gary lets out another cry. Low, even lonelier than before. I'm not judging you. I will not tell you. You cannot see. Gary's eyes grow wide. You cannot understand. God damn it, Gary. In an instant, Gary vanishes in front of you. The last time you saw Gary, he left you to seek out the partner he murdered, a man named Service Gellick. Did he find service? What could have caused Gary to regress like this? He was so raw, still so empty. You look around to the other ghosts at the party. They're goofing around, having a good time. Meanwhile, Gary was in the corner, actually going through hell and back, literally. Christ. Yeah, and that was the first guy I picked too for the speed date, and I just was fucking shocked the entire time. I think I will leave. Oh hey, you're going then? That's too bad. I was hoping maybe we could talk. I'm glad to see you, to be honest. When we first met, you really kinda made an impression on me. I hoped that you'd be here. I almost didn't come. I tend to be the kind of ghost who stays home. That is fair. Binging a good TV show, oh mood, or maybe munching on bad food. Okay, don't test me like this. I kind of want to get some bad food, like ramen with cut up hot. Oh, that sounds good. I was thinking of Cheez-Its in a slushie, but that works too. Or Cheesies, not Cheez-Its. I don't think we have Cheez-Its in Canada. I don't know. I was a little embarrassed because I went into the grocery I shouldn't say embarrassed, but I was like kind of mortified. I went into the grocery store near my place and they had like those giant like Cheez-It canister things, and I was just like, wait, what the fuck? When did we get those? It was weird. Not that I have anything to eat, just like how familiar it feels. Glad you came out. Me too. I sure don't get what you'd see in me though. I'm kind of a bland friend. You're smart though. You did that quiz, that was great. Smart is a relative thing. I know lots about quantifiable things, but I've spent so much time reading books, I've never been very good at reading people. Guess that's why I arranged speed dating, to get to know people better. What makes them tick, and how I fit in. The cheesies? They're like... How do I describe cheesies? Cheesies are like those, like... You know those puffs you get? Like those cheese puffs? I forget the brand. But, they're kind of like... They're like the crunchy version of those. It's the one with the cheetah. The brown with the cheetah. It's like that. But I think they're made differently. And like a bit more real cheese. They're good, is all I can say. It's like trying... Well, no, I was going to say, it's like trying to describe hickory sticks. Hickory sticks are easy. They're like little sticks of potato chip with like a... kind of like a barbecue flavor. The cheesies are a bit different because like there's a brand that's similar, and but it's still like, how would I describe it? If I fit in, I'm still not sure what to do. What? What are you screaming? You fit in here. In hell? Yeah, kind of like Cheetos. But I think they're kind of like made with corn or something. Like, I'm not sure. I'd have to buy some and read them. But yeah. There's no place I'd rather be. Aw. Fran walks out into the dance floor. She smiles. Thank you so much for signing up for the silly little speed dating and taking the time to know me and all these misfit spirits. I can't imagine what our deaths would be like without you here to liven things up. Hee? Aw. Cute as heck. So does that... Oh! Yeah. Spirit of Opportunity, 1958 to 1984. Car crash. Not much is known about Gail prior to her death. She keeps the details of her life buried pretty deep. We do know that she died in a car crash in 84. She was a pedestrian at the time and was run down on a secluded country road. By all accounts, it was the fog's fault. Afterwards, Gale settled well into death, seeking out adventure and trading in underworldly travels. Ghosts are always trying to figure things out. The afterlife is full of people who are finally free but refuse to take a break. Nothing makes Gale happier than successfully distracting a ghost for even an hour by convincing them they still might be able to live a little. Oh, that's sweet. I didn't get Riley, but like, I hate to say he was kind of straightforward. But, yeah. Okay, so that was speed dating for ghosts. I hit quit and I could have just hit exit, but you know what? That's fine. So, next, where is it? Here we are. Let's do, I don't know if this one has I guess this one it is a normal lost phone. Okay. And it's not responding. Give it some time. My cat is now staring over at me. Okay. So this is a normal lost phone. Which, from what I got, is you basically find a phone and you have to figure out who it is. Kind of like Simulacra, but not scary, I hope. God, I hope. Received a new message from Dad. Hey, where'd you go? We're really worried about everything. Everything's fine. Mom wants to call the police. Oh, okay. Oh. Oops. Let's call the police. Okay. Sophie board games. Okay. Happy birthday, Sam. Hope to take great lots of presents. So it is 30. Oh. Oh, god damn it. Sorry about that. Oh, there it is. Nope. Give me a second. Okay, that's weird. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay, that's not showing up for some reason. That will have to be something I figure out later. Hey, sweet kitten. He's sitting behind my computer because it's hot and the fan is right on you. Okay. Let's drop this down to that. Hopefully my computer doesn't die, but you know what? Uh-oh. Oh no. Come on. Oh. Oh no, that could have been... Alright. This next game apparently doesn't like me using Alt-Enter, which is weird. But sure. Whatever. Oh, this game does not like me using Alt-Enter. Okay. Thank you, game. Now let's see if I can capture it. What? You have to be kidding me. Well. I have a feeling it will take a little bit of time to get an understanding of this, but I mean, oh well. Little time I can do, or what I can do on my own time. And my cat's getting very cuddly, which means she wants me to focus on her. But also it's getting pretty warm, so. Well, god damn it, I hate to say there was another day I play one game, but I mean, I'll figure out what's wrong. Maybe it's something to do with OBS. It's usually something to do with OBS, but oh well. Weird that I'm getting off at this time and not at like 1 in the morning, so I mean there's a plus. Anyway, I guess I'll see you guys later. Should be back hopefully Wednesday, and I do want to try to do 7, we'll see, or I'll be the usual time of 9. Cat! Oh no! Alright. If that's anything to go by, I should get off and hopefully try to find a way to cool down. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you all next time. See ya!